first you said the Tea Party people had a position that supports term limits. The Tea Party, I don't know of any contract. All I know is my relationship with the Tea Party people, which was really the first step, and that was in December 16th of 2007. And that, they organized on their own to support my positions, and at that time, I can guarantee you term limits never even came up. Now, do you want to know my position?
You obviously don't support term limits.
No, obviously, I have supported term limits. I've introduced legislation for term limits all through the 70s. I was the first one ever to introduce legislation like that. And we had about wait, let me answer. Let me answer. And then in the 90s, we had about 6 or 8, maybe even 10 votes on term limits. I voted for all of them. So I would support it, but I've also made the very strong statement, probably won't make a heck of a lot of difference because it depends on what people believe. If you have term limits and people come in and they believe the same ideas about big government and big war and violation of our civil liberties and torture and assassinations, you bring those people in after term limits, you haven't changed anything. So I want to bring in people who are strict constitutionalists and don't believe the president can wage war without declaration and that presidents can't assassinate American citizens. That is what is important, not whether you have term limits or not. But I have been a supporter of term limits.
If term limits are good, why don't you self-impose term limits on yourself?
Well, because I just explained to you I didn't think term limits were all that great. Matter of fact, the people who self-limited term... Wait, let me answer. The people who self-limited themselves for 6 years... Some who were the conservative and more principled people left, and they were some very good people, and they believed in the Constitution. Those who got in saying, I'm going to term limit myself, frequently they didn't stick to their guns. Term limits are going to be effective this year. We are doing it in a very proper manner. The Tea Party people are limiting the terms of a lot of members of Congress, and a lot of people don't like that. So I think the discussion about legalizing and changing the Constitution, how long is it going to take you to change the Constitution? I think that's an academic discussion, and that's a distraction from the term limits that are going on right now, which the establishment politicians aren't very happy about.